You see, Parashat Shelach is the entrance to Eretz Israel, coming to the land, promised land. Now, one would think that, should be a red carpet, all over nice and glorious. It's such a beautiful way to come to Eretz Israel. But we come to Eretz Israel and we send spies, and they come and they report to us that, there are giants there. There are people that are very hard to fight with. And somehow the Yachad Kollel lose their emunah and faith. And then they cry, they say, why did Hashem take us out? Hashem punishes them. So the major question is that, first of all, why giants are there? And fighting with giants, that they said that we were in our eyes like Chagavim, and also we were in their eyes like grasshoppers. We were in our eyes when we look at them like a grasshopper, and and also in their eyes, they said that no, look at the grasshoppers on the floor, they look like human beings. Then the question is that what does Hashem want from them? It's like jumping from the roof. They cannot jump from the roof. What does Hashem want from them? First of all, why there are giants on Eretz Israel? That means to say, see, every business, everything that you want to get, the way that you get that thing shows the chashivut, shows how important that things are. If giants live in Eretz Israel and you have to fight with giants to go to Eretz Israel, that means to say you are a giant. You have to realize on koach and power. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to tell us that if you are merited being in Eretz Israel, you have to know your self-worth. You could fight the giants. That's why you could live here. Therefore, realizing our own power, realizing how powerful we are, how much we could accomplish in life is so crucial and so important, because that awareness and that realization gives the person boost to improve himself, to have a high ambition in life. In other words, if somebody lives in a place that, he has to fight some very weak people, okay, it doesn't show. But if you have to fight the giants and to live in that place to kick them out, you have to be a giant. And that's the message of Torah. Living on Eretz Israel gives us a message that we are very powerful. We have the power of giant. We should be a giant and we should feel like a giant because we are connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We could connect and we could have all of this power. Now the question is, what should we do? They don't have emunah. Really, the best perush for Torah is Torah itself. Torah says, when you look at the Pesudim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, even Hashem Moshe, when they did that already, till when they provoke me, this nation, with honor aminubi, till when they don't believe in me, they should believe in me. With all of the signs that I did in the midst. Now Rashi says, because of all of the nisim that I made for them, they should have believed in me. Therefore, I was saying that right now we can't do anything. Right now we don't have emunah. But there's a claim against you that with all of the nisim, all of the signs that I did in your midst, you should have had the power right now. You should have made it. In other words, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu came to Mitzrayim and brought all of the nisim, to turn water to blood, brought frogs, skin, and arrow, wild animals, and all of the miracles, person could sit down in the bag and say, entertaining himself. He would entertain himself. Or your nisim and niflo, these signs has to penetrate inside and make muscles of emunah. Builds up your emunah in life. You should become strong. Your muscles should be stronger through that. Well, so I was saying that all of the nisim and niflo that I did should have made it. But you didn't use the opportunity. At the time that I made it, that's what happened to you. You use it as the entertainment zone. you use as a exciting thing, or you let that idea penetrate in ourselves. Well, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us a great blessing that a lot of people don't have. What happens to us? We become excited, overwhelmed, and we finish, or we let that blessing penetrate inside of us. I'm so lucky. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving me such a blessing. I have to appreciate HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I have to appreciate my life. I have to be back to Him. I have to feel gratitude toward Him. That penetrates inside or not. See, and the other thing is that very interesting, Torah says that they were in their eyes like a grasshopper. And they said, yes, these people are grasshopper. Unbelievable, yes, sir. The self-esteem of a person depends on his perspective. If he kills his own self-esteem, he feels like a grasshopper, then others also feel like grasshopper. Once we were on the meeting a Rabbanim in Israel, it's one of the members of Knesset, a Jewish person, from person from Knesset. He asked us a very good question. He said, why do we bury a dead body? Why dead body we bury? And then he says, why do we bury dead body? Because dead body doesn't protest. Dead body doesn't believe himself that he has life. When a person doesn't believe himself that he has life, people, they bury him. He will be destroyed from earth. Once you believe in yourself, once you realize what you are, you could kill giant, you could destroy giant, then you get the power. So I said in as they feel like grasshopper. Once you feel weak, once you feel that you don't know about nobody, you are nothing, then others also could feel the same way for you. But Torah is telling us, capturing your Israel, you have to gather your kohot, you have to understand your giant, and you could fight the giant. And through that, you connect with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the struggle in life, most people feel, is there to weaken me, to take my power, to get whatever that they have. But Torah is telling us the struggle in life gives you life, gives you Mussar. Struggle in life is an opportunity. It's not struggle, it's opportunity to build you up. Now here, going to Israel, such a great struggle, not a struggle to give up hope. It's just empowering you. You feel like a giant. You see the Kedusha of Israel. You feel Israel, a different land. Once you go to Israel with such an attitude that Israel is there to help us, to get us to go to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We kill giant and go to Israel. If you would have gone with the red carpet to Israel, okay, you're going to go to the land, just like that. But once you kill giant and go to Israel, you feel empowered. You feel your power. You make masters for it. Therefore, any challenge of life, person could look at it to weaken him, or he could look at it as an opportunity to give him life. And the same relationship that we find with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we find in our relationship also. The husband and wife, they get married. What happens through the first year of marriage, first 6 months of the marriage? It is an entertaining zone. They just entertain themselves. They don't make muscles for the relationship. Something happens, a giant obstacle happens, a little bit heavier, destroys home. There's no home. What happened? What happened? You know what happened? At the time that you had to make muscles and to be able to overcome this challenge, you didn't use it properly. You didn't make that penetration, that bonding together strong. That once we don't do that, then an obstacle on the way could destroy. But if you use the opportunity to get closer to each other, make that bond strong, then once we make strong bond, then nothing could move it, nothing could shake it. Therefore, that's life. Life is challenge and the struggles. Now, all depends on the perspective of a person. This challenge or struggle weakens me up, destroys me, or it's the opportunity for me for growth. I use it as the growth, and I will grow from it. And that was the message of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to Klal Israel go to Israel, and there are giants on the way. Giant on the way to fight the giant is not the point to fight the giant. The point is to realize you are the giant. If you could fight with the giant, you are a giant. That realization, that awareness is part of integral point of living on Israel, this land of Kedusha. And that land of Kedusha, that's the message that living on that land, that Zechut and Merit, be a giant, be a very great person.